Contrary to popular belief, there is a man who is just as good with women as the alpha, and that is the Sigma male. In fact, some may argue that the Sigma even has an edge over the alpha with women for a variety of reasons, and especially when it comes to texting. They excel at texting females and with online dating in general because of their Sigma-specific traits and tendencies. In this video, we're going to tell you 8 must-know rules to master texting women you're interested in. Number 8. Be a good story baiter. One of the reasons women are drawn to the Sigma is because they love a good story. He might be quiet and keep a lot of his information private, but when he's texting a woman, he knows how to tell stories and anecdotes that make him look good and that keep their interest. But he is strategic in his approach and doesn't rush to the climax of the story, making too much effort to make him look like the hero. First, he'll set the scene and will emphasize the emotions he was experiencing. As women tend to use more of the emotional side of their brain, this is more likely to cement their investment in the story and the emotional journey that the Sigma is taking them on. It might take a little practice, but to text a woman like a Sigma, learn how to tell stories that demonstrate your resilience, as well as your empathetic and sensitive side, while emphasizing your ability to protect, and it'll pay off. Women can't help but be attracted to men who encompass all of these things. Number 7. Be mysterious. Women are drawn to men like Sigmas because they have an air of mystery about them, unlike alphas who are overly forward and obvious. This mystery piques a woman's interest in finding out more about the Sigma, and this extends to texting as well as in real life, and this is something that the Sigma can use to his advantage. So if you want to text her like a Sigma, when talking to a girl through messaging platforms like Facebook or Instagram, make sure that your profile doesn't have a lot of information about you. Keep it as minimalist as possible. True Sigmas aren't big fans of social media to begin with, and are notoriously private, which adds to the whole mystery vibe. Don't post anything that gives off a negative energy or makes you come across as boastful. When using a messaging app like WhatsApp, apply the same principles. Don't have a profile picture that's too revealing of personal information, like where you live, where you work, or what car you drive. When it comes to actually sending messages, release snippets of information about yourself. The Sigma will intrigue the woman he is messaging by casually revealing tiny pieces of interesting information about himself little by little, leaving her wanting more. Number 6. Keep her in suspense. As we already know, the Sigma is a mysterious creature. This doesn't only apply to what he says, but also to the amount of time that he takes to message a girl back. To text a woman successfully like a Sigma, it's important to be a little unavailable. The Sigma is super busy working on his career, his hobbies, personal projects, and self-care. Women are attracted to men like the Sigma who clearly have a life and have better things to do than waiting around for her next text. So when that text does arrive, don't respond straight away, but make her wait a little while to hear from you. But equally, don't make her wait for many days for your response. That's going to have the opposite effect and make her think you're not interested. It's not about being rude, it's about giving it a healthy amount of time before responding. As they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and it's never truer when it comes to texting. Besides, how can she start to long for you when you're always available for her? Number 5. Text with intention. Sigmas are not the kind of men to engage in superficial conversation, and they really dislike small talk. If they talk, they do so with a purpose, and that includes texting a woman. The Sigma knows there is a fine balance to achieve when it comes to successfully messaging a female, and the whole point is to get her on a date eventually. If you send a woman a slew of pointless random texts, then imbalance is created, and this usually means either she will lose interest in you or think that you've lost interest in her. You can instead send texts that compliment her and entertain her sense of humor, but read the room. If it seems like it might be too much, then it probably is, and you should tone it down. Make sure you message her sparingly, either when there's something to reply to, or if you were the last one to message her and are still waiting for a response. There's no bigger turnoff than desperate, needy men who are inconsiderate of women's time and autonomy. Be selective with what you say and when you say it, and you are sure to keep the conversation going. Number 4. Compete with yourself. Always wanting to prove themselves to the pack that they are superior, alpha males are super competitive and jostle to put themselves at the top of the group's hierarchy. However, sigma males don't care about this in the slightest. They won't even let their friends or colleagues win on purpose if it'll make them happy, and it has no impact on the quality of his life. He knows what's truly important and can see the bigger picture. So when you are starting to get to know a woman through text, never compete with her. If she says she's good at something, don't try and one-up her like other men do, making out like you're better, even if you think you are. If she opens up to you and expresses her feelings, then don't minimize the way she feels, like telling her that you have felt what she's felt but worse or more intensely. All you need to do is to let her know that you understand her and that you empathize and relate in some way. Women love a man who can empathize, who is compassionate, and who she feels she can be comfortable opening up to, which is why sigma men have so much success when texting females. Number 3. Be observant and perceptive. Sigmas have years of experience in observing other people, what they say, how they act, and what their body language gives away. And this is something he uses to his advantage when texting women. You should pay attention to the little details she includes in her texts and add them up to make basic conclusions about her personality or life experiences and use them in conversation. For example, if she mentions something about her family, you might bring it up or link it back at an appropriate time to show her that you were paying attention to what she had to say. By doing this, she will feel like you not only understand her, but value and respect her enough as a person to really listen to what she has to say. Women really appreciate this as it separates the men from the boys, and this can ultimately change the nature of relationship from friendly and casual to something more romantic. The more observant you are to what she says and how she acts will always work in your favor when it comes to texting women. Number 2. Like what you like and own it. Sigmas have strong preferences for what they like and what they enjoy independent of the tastes and opinions of others. They have spent a lot of time working out what it is they truly enjoy and are not afraid to embrace it all. Whatever the Sigma's taste in music, food, art, fashion, or anything else, he will always be honest and never sell out to impress someone. So when you are texting a woman, don't be afraid to be honest about the things you really love. Whether it's being a fan of an unpopular music group, a keen interest in the stock market, or finding joy in the art of drag, just own it. And don't say you like something just because she does. It's a lie that will be soon found out, and it's not a good look. Of course, it's fine if you have genuine interest in things more mainstream, but having alternative or even underground interests gives you more unique individuality, so be proud of them. Not only does your unique style and personality shine through, but this makes you come across as a man who knows what he likes and has enough security in himself to stand by those things. And that is irresistible to women. And finally, before we get on to our number 1 way that you can text a woman like a Sigma male, just a reminder that if you're enjoying today's video, then do us a favor and share the video and like it too. It really helps us to grow the channel and allows us to bring you more content on Bloke Box. Now on to number 1. Be happy single. One of the things that makes the Sigma male so alluring is that he is genuinely happy by himself. He actually prefers to stay single because he knows how much time and energy sharing your life with someone else can take. He prefers to dedicate all of that to working on himself and doing the things that make him happy. As a lone wolf, living alone, traveling alone, and spending time alone and experiencing life alone makes for one contently single Sigma male, and that's a very attractive quality. But how can you use this to your advantage if you want to successfully text a woman? The answer is simple. People want what they can't have. If you are happy single, then be honest. A woman won't be put off by this statement. In fact, she'll be more attracted to you and feel the need to get closer, as this demonstrates your independence and ability to be happy on your own. The opposite to the needy guy who reeks of desperation. Possibly the biggest turn-off to women that exists. To be like the Sigma, you should be nonchalant and avoid saying anything that gives off the impression that you are looking for a relationship. Instead, show that you are going with the flow and value the relationship with yourself first and foremost. After all, that relationship is the most important one you can have. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified whenever we release new content. And we'll see you next time.